What up, Hyperchange? Welcome to another episode. Today we're going to talk about how Tesla is democratizing its earnings call with Say and how you could get involved and potentially ask Elon Musk a question on the company's upcoming quarterly conference call. So I'm a little bit sick, but bear with me because this is going to be a really exciting episode. And I want to fill you guys in on how Tesla is teaming up with Say to really revolutionize earnings calls. So, as you know, next week Tesla is set to report its Q1 2019 financials. This is going to be followed by a Q&A conference call where Elon Musk and the Tesla management team takes questions from investors and asks them about the business. This is an incredible way to gain insight on what's going on at Tesla. Usually that process is just restricted to analysts and bankers and huge institutions, but now Tesla is leveraging this platform called Say to democratize that process and allow the little shareholder like you and me to actually vote and have a voice. And so for many of you who've been following the channel, you know that this has been quarters in the making. I've been partnering with Say, teaming up with them to build this platform for Tesla to use. Last quarter, we ran a beta program and had a bunch of you submit questions for Tesla's earnings call, not knowing if it would work or not. More than 300 questions were submitted. More than $60 million worth of shareholders have participated, and 5 of those questions were directly answered by Elon Musk to start the conference call. So that was a huge deal, and I've been working with Say and Tesla again, and I think I'm 99% sure Tesla is going to be using Say's questions again this quarter, and so really exciting stuff, and Say has actually been working on the back end. I know this has been focused on US and Canadian brokerage customers for now, but they've been expanding it internationally, so even if your brokerage wasn't there last quarter, they may have added it since then, so you should definitely check that out. So now, but I want to show you guys exactly what Say is and exactly how you can submit a question. So welcome to Say World. So this is Say's platform, say.com/earnings/Tesla. This is the website you can go to submit your question or see the top questions that are being submitted by retail shareholders for the Q1 conference call. As you can see, 63 shareholders have participated with about $10 million so far as I'm recording this right now. And as you can see, this is the top question here by Anton W. Last earnings, Tesla emphasize the improving customer service, et cetera. And as you can see, we have 3.7 thousand shares have upvoted this question. That's not necessarily shares that he owned, but that's 27 votes with 3.7 thousand shares. So 27 shareholders have upvoted that question. And you can toggle to change which questions are at the top based on most shareholders voting for them or most shares supporting them. We can also toggle the most recent here, and we can browse all of the questions that have been submitted. It looks like it's around 40. So now I'm going to log in. It remembers my login from last quarter, and my brokerage is actually already connected. And so you're going to see here in the right, it says Galileo R. I have 77 shares in my Vanguard account that's connected of Tesla. And so now I am authorized as a verified shareholder, and I can start voting on questions that I want to see answered and put my shareholding and weight behind them. And so as you can see, I'll click upvote there. It goes to 28 and it's added, you can't see, but it's added my 77 shares to the total in support that I want that question asked on the conference call. And so this is, an incredible product that truly democratizes the earnings call process and will allow the best questions to rise to the top. And so as you can see, a ton of people have submitted questions already on the platform, which is awesome. I think we're going to crush last quarter's engagement. You see, I can upvote different questions that I find are interesting. The semi-production, I'm always curious about that. So anyway, I'm going to submit a question. You can submit 3 questions if you're a shareholder every single quarter. Important to really think about it. And so I'm speeding up the camera here because it took me a while to really think about what I wanted to ask, and I'm not even sure if this was a good question, but you only get 3. So make sure you really think about what you want to ask. My question had to do with the pace of pricing changes and whether they think that's going to continue, and also, how this price hike trajectory of the fully self-driving option is going to play out. Yeah, so submit my question, and then now it's loading, and there you go. So I've submitted my question officially for the Tesla earnings call. I can share it, and as you'll see, it doesn't show how many shares are backing this question until at least 3 shareholders vote for it, and so that'll give me some privacy about how many shares I own. But you can see one person has voted for this question, which is me. I can tweet that. I can tweet the link to get people to upvote my question specifically. Then this is a really cool new feature that Say's added to show, which questions are similar that have already been submitted. submitted. But anyway, so there you go. So I've submitted my question on the Say platform. I can go to most recent and it should pop up, and there you go. There is my question. And so just like that, it takes a couple minutes. If you're not already logged in with Say, you're going to have to connect your brokerage account. And so what that involves is essentially you're going to have to sign into your brokerage account. And I'm going to put a link to the video I made last quarter where you can watch me link my Vanguard account and link it. And the reason why, and this is what is so special about Say, is that it's verifying that you own shares and how many shares you own. And that is how many votes you have for the earnings call process. Why this really has me so excited is because this is truly democratizing earnings calls, which has historically been something that the little guy has not had a voice in. It's really been monopolized by a few analysts and bankers, and Tesla is taking a chance to digitize and democratize this process, give small retail investors a voice, which is really unprecedented stuff. So huge shout out to Tesla for being open-minded and going for this and giving it a shot, and huge shout out to Say for building this platform, because I think, I'm an advisor for Say, so I'm biased, of course, but I am an advisor for Say intentionally because I believe this is the future, and that every single company will be using a system like this for all of their conference calls and investor days going forward. And so it's super exciting to see that Tesla is getting involved with Say, and that we can submit questions, and that Elon Musk himself may actually have the chance to answer them. So that being said, I don't know if 100% if Tesla will use it this quarter or if it will work, but I think if everything goes smoothly, it's safe to say that there's a very good chance Elon Musk is answering the top questions from Say. So go to say.com/earnings/Tesla. You get taken to this homepage where you can sign in, submit a question, upvote, or just read the top questions if you're curious. Also, Say has launched a mobile app version of their platform, which not only allows you to vote on earnings calls, but also allows you to submit proposals for companies. And this is going to be something they're going to continue to expand. And you want to vote not through the web browser, but through the app. You can do that as well. So definitely check out their app. Anyway, this is Hyperchange. I would love to know what you think in the comments below. What are you going to ask Elon Musk? What do you think of Say's platform? Also, a huge shout out to everybody involved with Hyperchange who has been following these quarterly, sort of updates every single quarter, trying to give retail shareholders a voice. I mean, this is the 1 year anniversary of the whole Let's Go to YouTube moment, which is the reason why I partnered with Say, which is the reason why we came up with this platform, which now Tesla used last quarter, and it looks like Tesla is going to use for the second quarter again. So in a year's time, there's gone from this crazy conference call disruption to actually implementing a software system that I think is showing the entire industry what the future of digitizing and democratizing earnings calls is going to look like. And so that's super exciting, and you have all been a part of hyperchanging the earnings call process. And I think Say is just getting started in disrupting, sort of giving the little guy a voice, which is really, really exciting. And this is the ground floor of it. So definitely submit your question for Tesla. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments. This is Hyperchange. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.